This is the highest you'll ever hear a periphery tune. It's drop C. That's the highest. So if that's the ceiling, that means we go a lot lower. And we do. So you need a scale length that can accommodate that kind of tuning. And that involves other things too. That involves your string gauges. Are you using too light string gauges or are you using too heavy string gauges? And I'll tell you what I use, because this has been a battle for me for a decade and a half now. I've been experimenting with long scales and low tunings and string gauges for so long. And my comfort zone is 11 to 56 string gauge, 25.5-inch scale length, because you get that sort of shredder feel on a guitar. You guys ever play a baritone? Baritone guitar? Jumbo, jumbo, jumbo frets, just like enormous frets. And it covers low tunings well, but what you lose, in my opinion, is the ability to play leads fluidly. The frets are so big that it kind of feels unwieldy when you go to the higher parts of the neck and you start trying to play more intricate, complex lead lines. So 25.5 inches is sort of the sweet spot for me. I've road tested this for years and years and years. And yeah, we tune a lot lower than that too, so you need that extra ½ inch. You really do. And then the second thing that distinguishes this guitar from the rest of the PRS lineup is a 20-inch fretboard radius. So for those of you who are not dorks like me, that means it's a completely flat fretboard. If you were to be right where I am right now, you could see that the fretboard is flat. You guys ever pick up like a Spanish classical guitar? You'll feel the fretboard is flat. It's as flat as a table. There's no curvature. A lot of people who love Strats and Tellys, they get used to that curved fretboard. And it feels nice. But for me, I always found that I could do this really wide vibrato and get away with bending a lot easier on a flat surface. So this is totally flat. I just love the way. I just got so used to the way a flat fretboard feels. There's no resistance, because when you bend strings across a curve, you're getting resistance. And that feels nice to a lot of players. I actually like picking up a Telly or a Strat sometimes to just get a little bit of a different feel. But for me, this is home. Bending across a flat surface, that's home. You pick up any shredder guitar, any guitar from the 80s, and they all have that flat fretboard. And then of course the pickups. These are Seymour Duncan Alpha and Omega pickups in here. The centerpiece of the set is probably the bridge. It's the Omega. And what sets it apart is two things actually. So there's what I call the sort of caveman ignorant sound, you know? The really pissed off, snarling, belligerent sounding tone. This really aggressive, like punchy attack. But a lot of pickups get that type of quality, right? What a lot of pickups don't do is get that and nail big chords. Because if you listen to my music, if you listen to Periphery's music, you'll know that we use a lot of big chords without changing pickup positions. We'll go from this to this. hear how in a chord like that, the notes are all audible? You're not getting those notes lost in a just a massive gain. And don't get me wrong, there's a shit ton of gain on this channel. There's a lot of gain. But you're not compromising the content of the chord. Which if you play a big chord and you're losing all the notes, what's the point of playing the chord? You may as well just play power chords, you know? But what sounds better, this or this? So yeah, that's what we have pickup-wise in the guitar, and it's something special. Again, it's home for me, you know. If you ask what I play at home, this is exactly what I play at home. Amp-wise, I'm using the Mark Tremonti Signature amp. It's the MT15. It's a PRS amp, and it's killer. No tube screamer, so everything that you're hearing is all coming directly from the amp. It's pretty impressive, because the gain is only at about 2 o'clock. So if you want to get more ignorant, you can. I'm not going to, but I'll just keep it right where it is, because it sounds really good. Before I go on, actually, you know what? Can I play a song for you guys? Is that okay? Awesome. You guys are like, please shut up and just play music, monkey boy. I will. But first, let me show you another reason why we have a 25.5-inch scale length in this guitar, because this is a tuning. Yeah. So this is drop G. What I just did was tune the 6th string all the way down to G. So it's an octave of the 5th string. It's a really low tuning. It sounds like an 8th string. A lot of people comment on YouTube, they're like, why do you guys play an 8th string tuning on a 6th string? And I'll answer that in a second. But it's a low G. So, FYI. Can I play a little bit of song Reptile for you guys? Thank you guys. Thank you.